Chapter 11. Trapped. A week later, you're scarfing down a box of chocolates as you contemplate how badly your plan to distance yourself from Alexander and Skylar has been playing out. I have to be around them to protect myself from the entity, but trying to keep my emotional distance is torture, for me and for them. You groan at the memory of the first morning you began building your walls with Skylar. Skylar wraps his arms around you and pulls you close. He's got that Skylar smile on, the one that always makes your heart leap. What do you think about a picnic at the lake today? We can go for a swim. He waggles his eyebrows, the implication clear, but despite the sharp pain in your heart, you put on your chilliest persona and step out of his reach. Skylar, I don't think that's a good idea. Okay. I thought we had fun the last time, but, well, what about, we hang out at base then? Gracie'd love to see you. Actually, I want to stay here at the B&B today. I have some work to do. If you need me, I'll be in my room. Your stomach hollows with a look of confusion and hurt on its face. Lila, did I do something wrong? No, we've just been spending a lot of time together, and I need my personal space back now. That okay? Sure, whatever you want. And things went just as badly when Alexander picked you up later that night. I have, quite an evening planned for us. Perhaps some champagne and waltzing, or I could teach you the Charleston. Not really in the mood. He stands back, his eyebrows peaked in confusion. Lila, have I done something to offend you? No, I just think we need some time apart. I do not understand. It's just that we've been together a lot lately. I'm used to being by myself, so things are starting to feel a little claustrophobic. There is plenty of space at the castle for solitude. I'd rather stay here at the B&B. You can hang out with Peter. I'm sure he'd love to spend time with you, and I'll go back to my room. As you wish. Sick to your stomach, you toss the now empty box of chocolates into the bin, crawl into bed, and bury yourself underneath the covers. All this pain I'm causing, it's exhausting. I need to sleep this entire week off. With any luck, maybe I'll forget the last few days ever happened. You click off the light, and in minutes, you're asleep. Your eyes open to darkness. As your vision adjusts, you realize you're in a tunnel deep beneath the ground in the distance. Eerie lights flicker against the cold, earthen walls. A nebulous, creeping fear pebbles your skin, and you wrap your arms around yourself to still the shivering. I've got to be dreaming, right? The lights blink and dance, casting angled shadows that reach out like claws. A dank breeze whispers across your neck, icy and cold. You make your way slowly towards the distant glow, stumbling over rocks' roots before staggering into a dark stone cavern. So glad you could join me, Lila. It certainly took you long enough. You spin around, and there's the entity, her grin cold, cruel in the flickering light. Are you stalking me in my dreams now? Is this a dream? Of course it is. I don't make a habit of casually strolling through the underground tunnels in my PJs. Shame. If you had, you would have found this place long ago. Unlike your grandmother. And it was right beneath her feet. Even you and your darling friends trampled around here and didn't find it. Such incompetence. Haven't you learned by now that it's no use fighting me? Resisting didn't end well for your mother or your grandmother. You grit your teeth, refusing to let her bait you. Oh, you must have something to say, Lila. Come now, use your words. I am not my mother or my grandmother. I'm not alone like they were. I have people to help me, supernaturals just like you. Not like me. Never like me. However, you seem to be putting some distance between yourself and your lovers now. So sad. Leave them alone. Oh, I will, if you come to see me. Her eyes travel up and down your body, her eyebrow lifting in amusement. But don't come looking like that. You need to glam yourself up, my dear. Pajamas are a bit too informal for my taste. Now, if you wore something silky, sheer, and gorgeous, I would be more inclined to play nice. If not, I'll take it as an insult. Like a puff of smoke or shadow surround you, the malignant cold seeping into your bones. And I am not a creature you want to insult. Are you threatening me? No, darling, only teasing. You're a fun little mouse to chase. The mouse. Face me head on and you'll find out how much of a mouse I am. So feisty, Lila. It's amusing. But you're beginning to test my limits. You don't want to make me angry. This is a dream. You can't do anything to me here. I suppose you're right. I can't hurt you in the dream, but I will if you don't come to meet me. I just want to chat, Lila. She crosses her fingers over her heart with an icy smile. Scowls honor, but... Smile turns to a sneer and you take a step back, heart pounding. If you bring the wolf or the vampire, I'd be so kind. I'll be waiting for you. Right here. Where? Where is this place? You know, Lila, you've been here before. Don't disappoint me, my dear. I hate to be disappointed. And you come awake with a gasp, heart racing, your shirt damp with sweat. She's at the cabin. I have to go. I have to go now. You throw off the covers, reach for your clothes, but at the end of the bed you spot an elegantly laid out outfit. It's not mine, and it definitely wasn't there before. You inch closer, lingering fear from the dream, making you cautious. The outfit is dark and diaphanous and delicate, just like the entity told you to wear. You pick it up and a hum of power prickles your fingers. She imbued some of her magic into it. I don't know if she meant to, but maybe if I wear it, I could use it to my advantage. At the very least, if I make her happy, she might be more inclined to give me some answers. Okay, what the hell is this outfit, seriously? See no evil. Step into your enemy's shoes and dress. And if I'm meeting her alone, I'm gonna need a lot of help. You slip the flowing outfit over your head, the magical power pulsing against your skin, filling you with an odd sense of invulnerability. And when you step in front of the mirror, gotta hand it to her, it's pretty sexy. If I saw me wearing this, I'd start spilling secrets too. Okay, enough primping. Now, I gotta figure out how I'm sneaking past the guards without getting caught. Down in the lobby, you peek through the curtains and see Monty sitting on the front porch. That's Skylar's sentry, and if I know Alexander, he sent someone to watch me too. You look up, and sure enough, one of his bats is hanging in the eaves. Sneaking out the back. You tiptoe quietly to the kitchen, sneak a look through the window in the backyard, but just as you're opening the back door... Lila. Peter, hi. I was just, having trouble sleeping. It's because you're sleeping alone. His gaze rakes you up and down, his eyes widen just a bit. Though I'm guessing by that stunning outfit, you're off to change that. Whichever one you're going to meet, they're going to love it. Oh, what? Oh, I'm not... look, I just need a walk outside by myself for a minute. You know, clear my head. I get it. Just stick to the garden. The property has a protection spell on it, but who knows what's lurking out in the woods. Will do. You stroll casually through the garden, looking around to make sure you're not being followed. When you get to the edge where the property meets the woods, you slip quietly into the trees. 20 minutes later, you're standing at the door of your grandmother's cabin. It looks even more forbidding at night, and for a minute you wonder if this was really a good idea. The entity could be anywhere. I'm totally unprotected. Maybe I should go. No, Lila, you're not running away anymore. If there's even the slimmest chance you'll get answers tonight, all of this will been worth it. Resolved, you pull open the door, wincing as the rusty hinges let out a loud squeal, and slip inside. She said my grandmother never found the tunnel, even though it was right under her feet. Maybe there's a trap door? This place looks like fun. You circle the room, moving furniture, stomping around, and then there's a hollow echo from below. You throw back the rug to reveal an iron ring embedded into the wood. Bingo. Muscle straining, you heave it up, letting it fall back against the floor with a crash, and peer down into the dark. I guess I'm hunting for candles. You run around the kitchen drawers until you find a stash of candles and a small book of matches. Antique flashlight. Thanks, Grandma. You descend the stairs and the candle, small flame, casting a dim glow in the gloom below you. But when you reach the bottom, a cold breeze snuffs the candle out, casting you back into darkness. You didn't bring the matches with you? Okay, Lila, think. In the dream there were lights at the end of the tunnel. Maybe it's the same in real life? Fighting panic, you look frantically in both directions and heave a sigh of relief to see the same eerie lights flickering in the distance. Thank God. Okay, here we go. The tunnel smells like damp earth and rot. You press your hand over your mouth to fight back the gag as you inch forward into the gloom. To either side of you, other tunnels branch off into darkness, but you stick to the path you followed in your dream. Until you walk directly into a dead end. Cold laughter crackles and bounces off the stone. You spin, and there's the entity. Her shadowy robes spiraling around her like curls of smoke above a fire. Little Lila, I knew you'd come. And I see you were my gift. I'm so pleased. I didn't wear it for you. I think you did. Act coy all you want, Lila, but I believe you rather like this little game I've been playing with you and your friends. Leave Alexander and Skylar alone. Darling, werewolves and vampires are so... I say, you should give demons a try. We're much more fun. But enough pleasantries now that I finally have you here. Her shadows swoop around you, swallowing you whole. Everything goes black. Ice shoots through your veins. Her voice is razor sharp, slicing through your brain. It's time you give me what I'm owed. She lured me here to trap me, and I totally fell for it. No, really. Your scream is part fear, part fury, and you lash out fiercely at the shadows. For a moment, your vision clears, and you see the way out. Every survival instinct in you screams at you to run. As you bolt from the cavern, her malicious laughter rings behind you. You can't escape me, Lila. I will always find you. But you're running blind, and you don't see the precipice before you, and suddenly you're falling right towards a dark fissure in the ground. But before you plummet, a hand clamps around your wrist. Gotcha. Skylar. I'm gonna pull you out now, Lila. Don't let go. You feel another hand on your shoulder. It's Alexander, and together they lift you up to safety. As you lie on the cold cavern floor, catching your breath, you glance back into the hole, and it nearly swallowed you up. That drop would have killed me, but I definitely would have been trapped. That was her plan all along. How could I have been so stupid? You sit up and turn to Alexander and Skylar, hunker down beside you and impulsively throw your arms around them. They return the hug. Wrapped in a warm embrace, the two people you care about most in the world, you feel a sense of wholeness return. Remember the entity, Lila. She's still somewhere. If you don't get away from Alexander and Skylar, she's going to follow through on the threats. You startle the clarity and force of the thought, and all the fear you felt for their lives comes roaring back. Abruptly, you release them, practically pushing them away. Your voice sounds harsh and distant in your ear. What are you doing here? How did you find me? Peter said you'd left the house, but never came back. He did a location spell to find you. When he saw where you'd gone, he contacted us. The real question is, why are you here? Because she called me. Why would you let her lure you here? You must have known it was a trap, and if you felt you needed to come, why didn't you call? Or me? Because I'm sick of being treated like I'm helpless. You would have been helpless if you'd fallen into that hole. You're lucky you're walking away with just a cut on your arm. You're lucky you're walking at all. You look down, shocked to see the stain of bright red blood. You flex your hand and bite back a wince as pain spears up your arm. It's fine, it's just a scratch. It's a little more than a scratch. It's definitely more than a scratch. You look up to see Alexander's good gaze flaring with thirst, which he quickly tamps down when he sees you noticing. Fine, I'm fine. Let's just go back to the B&B. I'm sure Peter's got a first aid kit. No, you need to treat it now, even just to stop the bleeding. Fine, give me your shirt, Skylar. Lila, I would be happy to. No, we don't want to ruin your nice suit. I'm just saying, you got a nice suit. Before Alexander can even get the words out, Skylar whips off his shirt. Almost of their own volition, your eyes travel across his broad, strong shoulders, down his rippling muscles of his torso. A memory flashes through your mind of his body on yours. His... Damn it, Lila, stop torturing yourself. Don't bother. She clearly wants to see my chest. Give me your arm, Lila. I know my way around a cut. I can do it. Oh, no, you... Oh, God. Does everything have to lead to a fight? Give me the shirt. I'll wrap it myself. As you wind Skylar's shirt around the wound, Alexander crosses his arms and lets out a frustrated grunt. Lila, I don't understand what has gotten into you lately. You've been acting irrationally. You must realize you need protection. Hate to say it, but he's right. I don't get you don't want to... I get that you don't want to be babied, but after this, you gotta admit you're safer with one of us around. Look, I know coming here alone to face the entity was a stupid mistake. It's just, she's been... Suddenly the earth rumbles as rocks start raining down from above. Watch out! Lila! They both leap to cover you, but you grab their arms and pull them through the tunnel. It's her. We gotta get out of here. Go, run! Dodging falling debris, you pull Alexander and Skylar through the tunnel and burst out of the cavern into the dark forest, gulping in air to catch your breath. You okay? Are you injured, Lila? Their tender concern makes your heart ache. They've put up with so much for you. They've risked their lives to keep you safe. And I brought them nothing but trouble. I owe them an explanation. I can't just let this go on anymore. All I'm doing is hurting them and myself. Guys, I should tell you, no, what happened tonight is just a further proof you're too dangerous to be around. The thought is so loud and insistent it's possible to ignore, and any impulse to admit the truth dissolves. I have to get away from them, or the entity won't stop until they're dead. No, I think that's what the entity wants, is you alone. Wordlessly, and tonight kind of proved it, you storm away, desperate to escape the thoughts, fears, and doubts rattling through your mind. Lila, stop. Wait, damn it. Their dual commands halt you in your tracks, and you grate your teeth as the urge to run and instinct to submit wage war inside of you. What the hell is happening to me? Lila, what's going on? You gotta stop running and isolating yourself. Peter says you haven't left the B&B in days. I think it's time you took up residence in the castle. You'll be safe. No way you're getting her alone in that creepy murder house of yours. She needs to be with me at the base. Their loud, angry voices add to the catacomb in your head, making it that much worse. I'm gonna scream. Shut up! You brush your hands to your ears to shut out the noise, and startled by your outburst, they stop arguing and stare at you in stunned silence. Did you two geniuses ever think that maybe the constant fighting is what's driving me away? Lila, I'm truly sorry if we've distressed you, but if the wolf would only understand— Oh, brother and mother of— Oh, here we go. It's your fault. Bloodsucker, what did you say to her that's making her act like this? You're both dance. Oh my god. As the argument heats up again, another thought slithers like a snake through your brain. You see, Lila, it's you. You're the problem. Your presence is driving them into this. It won't stop until you're gone. I have to make this stop. I have to get away from them, and away from each other. You look up and spot the orange glow gliding the eastern horizon. Alexander, it's almost daybreak. You need to get inside. There we go. Problem solved. Come on, Lila, let's go home. She is coming with me. Hey, the only person making decisions here is me. I'm gonna... Really? You know what? I'm gonna go with Alexander. You feel a pang of guilt at the hurt, confused look on Skylar's face. You're gonna go with him. It's morning. This is my time. This is Lila's choice to make. The only reason she's making it is you're messing with her head. Skylar, I'm going with Alexander so you can focus on the pack. Put a soothing hand on his arm. The entity clearly is upping her attacks, and they have to be prepared. They need their alpha, and I'm just be a distraction. You'll never be a distraction, Lila, but you're right. I do need to get them ready for whatever's coming down the pike. He gives Alexander a long look, then pokes his finger hard into his chest. You better not try any of your Jedi vampire mind tricks on her, bloodsucker. Get your lunch somewhere else. She's been through enough today. With the last warning growl, Skylar leaves, and Alexander takes her arm. Come. You follow Alexander silently through the woods, the tight grip of his finger sending an electric thrill up your arm. He's too much of a temptation. I need to keep my head and my distance. You notice you're in an unfamiliar part of the woods and take the opportunity to yank your arm out of his grasp. Alexander, where are we going? This isn't the way to the castle or the B&B. The castle's too far. There's a safety house nearby where we can shelter for the day. A safe house. Am I in witness protection now? A vampire safe house. My sire built several in case of one of us should be caught out unawares. We must hurry, Lila. The sun is coming. Fine. Let's go before you burn. I don't want to have to wrap you up twice in 1 week. This safe house is small and dark, except for the sliver of light slicing through the crack in the ceiling, dividing the room in two. Please, make yourself at home. Would you like something to read? I've quite a selection. No, I'll just sit over here. Taking the cushioned daybed as far away from him as possible, you look around at the floor, ceilings, and walls, even the crack in the ceiling, anywhere but Alexander. But when your eyes finally stray in his direction, you catch him watching you. What? Nothing. I'm simply worried about you. Worried about me. You should be more worried about yourself. Vampire out in daylight's a recipe for disaster. Ask me how I know. This place is an adequate shelter. It's a one-room prison that you're stuck in till sun goes down. In fact, if I just got up and left, you couldn't stop me. The entity is still searching for you, Lila. Leaving would not be wise. I can look out for myself, just like you always have. He blinks in surprise, and you know you've hit a nerve. Yes, I have. But if I'd known what a lifetime of looking out for only oneself truly meant, I would have never chosen it. It is a lonely existence, and one I do not wish for you. Hesitantly, you meet his gaze through the slice of sunlight between you, but beyond the obvious concern in his eyes, you also see longing. He wants me, and if I'm perfectly honest, I want him too. Oh, we're just gonna do this out of nowhere. Keep my distance. I made a promise to myself and I'd stay away, and I'm keeping it. You go off the room to grab a book from the shelf and carry it back to your side of the divide. Do you mind I'm reading? Very well. Alexander takes a book for himself and settles back with a soft sigh. From the way his body slumps against the cushions, you can tell you've heard him. It's gonna be a long day. You could always get a nap. Hours later, your mind can't stop spinning through the events of the past few hours. You shake your head, but the chaotic thoughts won't go away. I've gone back on almost every promise. I've hurt them, and it's been all for nothing. They're just in as much danger as they were before. You clench your fists as your anxiety begins to spiral out of control. You feel a sudden, urgent need to run. I can't be here anymore. I have to go. I have to be alone. I have to think. Fighting back panic, you tiptoe past Alexander, still asleep on the daybed. Rush outside, desperate to escape your roiling emotions. Heart racing, you take off in the direction of town, your mind racing back and forth between confidence you're doing the right thing and guilt at the pain you've caused. Alexander and Skylar will forgive me, but I don't think I will ever be able to forgive myself. Then you realize that instead of downtown Hidden Grove, you're standing in the middle of your grandmother's cabin. How did I get here? The entity's probably still in the tunnel. I need to get back to Alexander and Skylar. Instead, you sit on the bed, confused and conflicted and out of control. You sigh, and bleak feeling of despair washes over you. It's not like I can escape her anyway. She will always find me. Even my dreams aren't safe. I wish I'd never been born. My life is a rolling disaster. I can't even have relationships. I can't have a home. I should just give up and offer myself to the entity now. You freeze, shocked by the intensity of the alien and dangerous thoughts poisoning your brain. What the hell? I would never think up something like that. I don't give up. I never give up. I need to get it together. You remember the grounding technique you used to use, the one that always calmed you down. You cross your legs, relaxing each muscle in your body as you take deep, calming breaths. You feel your mind begin to quiet. That's it, Lila. Just let your thoughts drift. Figure out where this is coming from. But you're shocked out of your meditation by a sudden buzz of pain in your arm. You pull up your sleeve to find the burning mark the entity left on your wrist, pulsing red. That's where she touched me the other night. She must have imprinted something onto me. She's the one who put all these thoughts in my head. She's been messing with me for days. No, really. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. There's also the join and thanks features. Consider checking those out. It's a great way to become a part of this community, this family we have here, but also at the same time, you get benefits like emotes, things next to your name, also me basically saying, hey, this person actually did give back to the community, and continues to help us do diamonds and VIP and all this other content, but also it's just a great way of giving back, again, because I do cover those things financially myself, the diamonds, the VIP, everything. For the longest time, I kind of just, just kept hoofing it and whatnot, and, here I am. So anyway, aside from that, all I can really stress is, please, if you're not able to do that, that's fine. But the one thing you could do is just sharing the channel sharing this community with people, and being like, hey, listen, hey, this dude's been a content creator for a long time, 7 years on Choices alone, 13 years in total, and he's made 5,000 videos, tons of gaming content, variety of content. Really, it's not just gaming, but the reading and the gaming and the variety videos, and just trying to do a lot of things, right? Yeah, just consider sharing, letting people know this channel, this community, this family exists. Aside from that, thanks for watching, and sorry about the delay, just some stuff happened, and perhaps I'll talk to you about it here soon in a video that will be specifically about this issue, because it actually does pertain to the Choices community. So yeah, stay tuned for that. It's actually important. Peace out.